because it's so obvious that Courtney Cox was going to die in this movie.
Yes.
It's so obvious.
For months before, the talk was Courtney Cox dies in this movie.
Yeah, and then suddenly you've got these little inserts where it's her in a hospital bed on a phone, which is clearly they've went round to her house one night and went, right, look, can you come here for a few seconds?
Yeah.
Got her into a car, drove her 5 minutes down the road to a soundstage where they'd set up a hospital bed and said, right, look, we just need you to say a couple of lines for the movie.
Yeah,
and that's it.
Totally agree. Right now, but at the weekend, Harvey Weinstein, of course, the Weinsteins are the ones that made the Scream movies, was at the Zurich Film Festival, and he was just chatting about his career and blah blah blah, and of course Scream came up because Scream is kind of like all the other franchises like Star Wars and everything else. The fans love it. I'm a big Scream fan. I loved the first movie. I liked the second movie. The third movie was terrible, and I loved the fourth movie up until the last.
Up until the end.
So I'm a big Scream fan. They talked to Harvey Weinstein about what's the plans for Scream. And interestingly, he says, everyone lived in Scream 4. And I am begging Bob, that's his brother, to do another movie and just end it.
And just kill everybody.
We have milked that cow. And you know what? I think
that's a terrible way to talk about Neve Campbell.
Hey, I think that's a good idea. I want to see a Scream movie where they all die.
That is very fair.
Because I like those characters, but I want to see them die.
I kind of want to see an ending where, the next bad guy, whoever it is, who's wearing, the Scream mask, right?
The Ghostface mask.
He actually succeeds, right?
Yeah.
He kills everybody. Everyone's dead. He's won. Mm-hmm. And he just takes the mask off and sits down and goes, right, what am I going to do now? Yeah. Credits.
Wonder what's on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
actually think he should succeed. Like, maybe even at the end of the first act of the movie. And the other two actually just kind of him, just walking around while Dust in the Wind plays.
Dust in the Wind plays? Right, okay.
He's just standing at the gates of the cemetery while Sidney's buried, And he's just going, what am I going to do with myself now? Nobody's ever won before.
Like playing the Hulk music, or he's just like walking with groceries and stuff.
Yeah, and he's thumbing for lifts by the side of the road.
Yeah, with the hood down, with the ghost face hanging on his back because the hood's down.
And it's like, excuse me, can I have... Sorry, hang on. Excuse me, can I have a lift?
What's your favourite... Oh, sorry. Is there any chance to take me to...
Just sitting in the car. Hey, what's your favourite scary movie? I like Halloween 3. Really?
Yeah.
You like Halloween 3? That's the rest of the movie?
Scream 6.
Yeah.
So I want to see that movie. I want, because it's strange because, Dexter was the same. We talked about this last week, the last episode. Dexter was terrible.
Yeah.
Somebody died. Not enough people died. I know it's an awful thing to say. You get used to these characters, you like them. But you know what? I wanted a bloodbath.
Yeah.
I want that at the end of Scream. Or even sort of, the killer shoots Sydney and Sydney shoots the killer and they both die together. And it's completely over because there's nobody left, killers or good people. There you go.
I think Sydney should kill herself.
Right.
In the last movie.
For no particular reason.
I genuinely just think she should go, all these nut jobs are dressing up in the same costume and trying to kill me. I have to end this. I have to end this now. Right, everybody stand in line. I've only got one bullet. Right, okay. Courtney Cox, because I forget your name. Gail, get over here. Whatever it is.
Gail, yeah.
Right, yeah.
You. And Dewey.
Arquette, get over here.
Yeah,
right,
Dewey.
come on. Right, stand in a straight line. Right, here we go. Fade to black. Bang.
Yeah, like the Wanted end, like the end of Wanted, the magic bullet that does the job for everybody. Okay, so then they asked him about the TV series. Of course, this TV series has been in production for a long time at MTV, the Scream, the TV series, right?
Scream 90210.
Yeah, and I'm sort of on the fence about this because I really don't see how Scream's going to work as a TV series.
It'll pretty much just be Dexter, only he wears his costume.
Right, well, that's that taken care of. But apparently not. Apparently not. No. Because Weinstein talked about this as well. Now, he said that apparently Jay Beatty and Dan Dorkin, who worked on Revenge, do you watch that show Revenge? No, neither do I.
Didn't really.
They're penning the TV series at the minute, right? They're writing on it at the minute. And interestingly, or horrifyingly, they said that it will take a supernatural direction.
Oh,
now,
why?
I know Scream's a horror movie. It's from Wes Craven, but it has nothing to do with the supernatural.
No, it's grounded in reality.
Yes.
Because it actually it satirizes and lampoons these types of movies where the killer's supernatural and can survive bullets and come back. Because like you had like in even Scream 3 where it's just it's just a bulletproof vest. Aim for the head. You know, like, so there's no supernaturals. How is that? Oh, okay, right. Give me a knife and a ghost mask. I'm going to find this guy, seriously.
We see, it seems to me what they're doing is they're going to make a movie, and it's just going to be Scream in name, but it's not going to have any resemblance to the movies. I think they're just going to use the name Scream as a banner for something else altogether. But you know, this is
the Woodbury Hauntings.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So just form that under.
Yeah.
Right.
Talking about terrible ideas for TV series spun off from movies, how are we with Beverly Hills Cop? Because I know
was that not scrapped?
Did they film the pilot and
I
then?
think that was, and it was scrapped. Then.
And it was terrible, so they thought, you know what, bye.
Yeah. What a shock.
Oh, thank God.
What a shock.
Thank God.
Ted 2, Seth MacFarlane has confirmed that Ted will be back on the 26th of June 2015, another summer 2015 movie.
Yeah, and even better, Ant-Man has been moved to summer 2015 as well.
Has it? I haven't heard this.
Yeah, no, I literally caught it a few hours ago. It was originally set for, was it winter? Was it autumn?
I think it was, it was Christmas.
It was around the end of the year. Yeah, no, it's been pushed back, so it's going to be either before or after. I know that doesn't really help, but it's going to be closer to Avengers 2.
Well, it must be after, because we know already that Ant-Man's not going to be in Avengers 2, don't we?
So it literally, because Age of Ultron, it's going to be out like the first week of May, last week of April, isn't it?
Yes, I think so. Yeah, so
I
start of the summer season.
I think June or July, that's where Ant-Man's been moved to.
Okay, just talking about Avengers as well, which I wasn't going to do just yet, but Samuel L. Jackson, talking Entertainment Weekly, said that Elizabeth Olsen is in the movie.
Yeah.
And of course she has been attached to the whole Scarlet Witch character.
Yeah.
We already know that Aaron Taylor Johnson, is that what you call him, the guy who played Kick-Ass?
Kick-Ass, yeah.
Is Quicksilver. So he hasn't confirmed Scarlet Witch, but he has confirmed her.
She is in
Everybody
the movie.
has said she's going to be Scarlet Witch. I think
pretty much a given.
We're going to get the brother and sister team in this then, aren't we? Interesting to see how they're going to go around the whole Magneto thing, though.
Yeah, I suppose they could just not have him be their dad.
Are the purists not going to be annoyed about that, though?
The purists are annoyed about everything, though, aren't they?
I know, but I think if I was a purist, that would annoy me. It kind of annoys me already, and I'm not really a purist.
But then again, they've changed so much about the characters, bringing them from the comic book panels to the screen. So I'm sure, like Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver will have all their powers and all yada yada from the comic books. Mm-hmm. It's just that they're just not going to mention who their dad is,
right?
Because they can't due to legal reasons.
Is there the possibility that this is the thing that my mind's going blank? Vin Diesel. A few weeks ago, we talked about the merging of properties.
Yeah.
Could this be? Do you think is this ever going to happen?
I don't know. Who's playing Quicksilver in Days of Future Past?
We don't know yet.
We don't know at all?
No.
Even though Bryan Singer's been...
I don't think it has been.
He's been tweeting images of shooting Quicksilver because... Do you like Quicksilver? Obviously, the clue's in the title. He's super quick.
Yes.
Well, in order to shoot scenes with him, because of the high frame rate, they've had to light sets super bright in order to pick it all up. So they have been shooting... with whoever it is that's playing Quicksilver. Either that or it's a stunt double.
Okay, I'm just going to check because I don't remember hearing.
Because Days of Future Past, it's well into production now.
It's finished. It's finished.
It's over.
Yeah.
So then, obviously, Quicksilver's been cast.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, he has been cast. But it's just who's going to play him. Yeah, you see, this all strikes me as very, very curious. I'm just. Would it be enough if we just had Ian McKellen in Avengers for a couple of minutes as Magneto?
What, and just pop up and
go... Just as in...
Hello, kids.
Yeah, whoa. Maybe not that movie.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yes.
With the
Scarlet Witch, my little girl. I remember when you were just 2 years old with your magic tricks. And, oh, Quicksilver, we can never keep up with you. I'm going to go bend spoons now. Bye. Yeah. And it just walks off and just walks off. You're just Robert Downey Jr. going... Who's that guy?
Who's that guy? Yeah. As he lifts him in his Iron Man suit.
Stop messing my suit up. Yeah, well, that's what I do.
Yes.
I may as well come out with an I am on scripting duties for Avengers 2, but whatever.
Yeah. But, would it be enough? Would it be enough?
I don't know, because if you're going to do that, you have to go all the way, don't you? So, like, it'd be great to get you, like, Spider-Man in, Andrew Garfield popping up.
I know, but I just think, because if Aaron Taylor, hang on, talk, because I'm going to find out this.
Right, okay, how about this? You don't need Ian McKellen, you don't need Michael Fassbender. You just need one of them to make a reference. You don't even need to hear the name Magneto. You just need to hear one of them go, like, for example, Thor says to Scarlet Witch, "Why, you have many powers." And Scarlet Witch goes, "Yeah, impressive, aren't they? All my dad could do was bend metal."
Okay.
And just something quirky like that, because that's the type of dialogue. It's not good dialogue, but that's the type of dialogue that Joss Whedon would write, you know? Just for the fanboys to go, you acknowledged it.
I'm not seeing. I can't see. I'm not seeing any reference to who has been cast as Quicksilver.
Maybe it is Arlen. Maybe it is Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool.
That would be pretty sweet. I'd like that if it was the same character that popped up in both Days of Future Past and Avengers 2, played by the same actor.
Yeah, it's just to know that those events all happen in the same universe, even if they don't intertwine as such. I think that'd be pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, right, okay, well, how do we get on to that? Yeah, we were talking about, Ted 2 is coming back in June 26th, yeah.
There we go.
Amazing.
There's 6 degrees of separation for you.
Amazing Spider-Man. I love Amazing Spider-Man, the movie Amazing Spider-Man. It's one of my favourite superhero movies.
I liked it. I have a strong feeling I'm going to just fall head over heels for the sequel.
Okay.
Because it's written by 2 of my favourite writers, which is Roberto Orci and Alex Kurtzman.
Uh-huh.
They wrote the first Transformers movie. They've had a bit of a mashup because they've written the first Star Trek movie as well. They wrote Star Trek Into Darkness too. Uh-huh. But they have had their problems.
They worked on Lost as well, didn't they?
Yeah, they worked on Lost. They worked on Revenge of the Fallen, which wasn't their fault that a lot of people didn't like the movie because there was the writer's strike, of course.
Yes.
So it was kind of like a send. Oh, we beat the embargo. Oh. Did you read the script? No, I didn't read the script. Did you read? No. Oh dear.
Right.
Yes. It was just one of those things. But I like them as writers, and they've signed on to do obviously Amazing Spider-Man 3 now.
Yes, which is what I was going to say. Yeah. So they wrote Amazing Spider-Man 2, which hasn't come out yet. It comes out next May, I think.
May 22nd. I think was the release date.
May.
Yes,
May 2nd.
May 2nd.
May 2nd, 2014.
Hang on, May 2nd.
Yeah.
Wow, that's going to have so much competition.
On 2014? No, it's not 2015. 2014. It's next year, next new Spider-Man movie. It's the year after that's Superman or Star Wars.
Yeah, no, because next year the Winter Soldier's out.
Yes.
And that's out pretty much the same day, isn't it?
Is it? Aye, it is. It's around May. It's around
12th
of May or something.
Such a double feature come that day.
Okay,
steady on.
All right.
Moving on.
But yes, so they've brought back Orci and Kurtzman and Jeff Pinker, who wrote Part 2, to write Part 3.
Even better.
Well, we're saying that. We haven't seen Part 2. You know, could this be a movie that looks great? The first one was brilliant. Uh-oh, stinker. Could it be?
I don't think so. Because we've got Mark Webb back, we've got Andrew Garfield back.
Yes.
We've got Emma Stone back. And, you know, the setup was so good with The Amazing Spider-Man, the first movie, that I feel it kind of suffered in other elements. But the setup was so great that I think it's going to really boost this second movie.
Okay.
Like, I really do have strong hopes for it. I think it is going to be a movie that I'm just going to love. Like, this time next year, I'm just going to be going, oh, I can't wait till Amazing Spider-Man 2 is out on Blu-ray so I can just watch it on repeat for the rest of my life.
Okay. Right, so they're going to write Part 3. Part 4 is also confirmed.
2018,
it's going to 2018, yes. Part 3 is going to be June 10th, 2016. And it really looks from what we're Sinister Six. There's no question now that it's the Sinister Six.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the fourth movie, you know?
Yeah, I think they're going to basically... I think 2, 3, and 4 are just going to basically be one big movie.
Yeah.
You know, I think they're going to do a Star Wars in this. I think it's just going to end, and you're like, oh! And then you're going to see the next one, and it's just going to end. You're like, what? And then the third one, the fourth one.
I think it's just going to be a series of Empire Strikes Backs.
Yeah.
Just where it ends, and you go, hang on, that was at the end?
Yeah, what? They're making a third one. When does this? So I think that's going to happen. Okay, but you're happy with this?
I'm great. Yeah. Don't know about this.
Okay, Fantastic Four, the Fantastic Four reboot. Of course, we know the Chronicle director Josh Trank is going to direct it. Matthew Vaughn is going to produce it.
Even better news.
Now it looks like Simon Kinberg is going to be writing and producing as well. Now Kinberg, he has worked on the last 3 X-Men movies.
Yes.
Including Days of Future Past, but not the Wolverine movies.
Right.
Whew. And he also, right?
Mm-hmm.
He worked on the first Fantastic Four movie as well, the one that came out in 2005.
Right.
Uncredited, though. Uncredited. Okay. But yeah, so he's back to do all those. Well, that's good, because I mean, like, we like the X-Men movies.
Yeah.
Although in front he came on with Last Stand, which was terrible.
Yeah, no, but Kinberg, isn't he? He's something to do with Star Wars as well, isn't he?
I think he may. Yes, I can't remember. Yeah, in what capacity? But yeah.
Like, I think he either wrote something for Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
Did he do one of the script polishes on it or something? I know I've heard his name in conjunction with Star Wars at some point.
Okay.
I don't know. This is why we need a researcher on this show.
Yes, we do. Okay. Right, do you know what we're going to do? Take a break, and then we're going to come back with some more news, and then we're going to be talking to Stuart from the Monday Movie Show. I'm Mark.